there! Let's keep your week rolling just right with the right mix of news and conversations. And whether you're catching us online, on TV, or on the radio, hop on and join the chat. I'm Paolo de Rosario.
Hi there, beautiful people! I'm Barachina sitting in for Ann Asas Carrera. Here's their daily dose of deep dives and good vibes. Welcome to Beautiful Day!
Okay, dapat sabay tayo doon.
Oo nga eh.
Pero
Sige,
okay lang
again.
yan.
Bukas meron pa akong take 2.
Oo nga eh, kasi wala pa si Ann, okay? Si Miss Ann Asas Carrillo. Yeah.
Have fun, Ann, diba?
Yes. Wherever you are, Ann, we hope you're okay and having fun, right?
Yeah, wherever you are.
Of course. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, that as you can see, that is not Ann. That is Cignal Barachina, the famous Cignal Barachina.
Oh my gosh.
We are so happy to have her here. Her first time hosting a morning show.
Yes, and has an early call time. Oh my God.
Yes.
I didn't even hear my alarm kanina.
Well,
Oh my
we're
gosh.
happy we can hear you. Okay, we're happy we can hear you. So for those wondering where Ann is, we don't know either. So if ever, you can go on her social media and ask her, hey, where are you? Why are you not on the show? But of course, you can still catch us online on our social media accounts. We're live on Facebook. That's facebook.com/BNCPHL. And we're also live on YouTube. You can like, comment, share, and subscribe. Normally, Ann does all of the plugging there. But then since she's not here, we're gonna lighten the load muna on Miss Cignal Barachina.
Oh, thanks, Pao.
She is looking at the chat still, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken,
I
right?
am looking at the chats, and we are now watching who are... Guys, just say your hellos and good mornings.
Yes, sir.
Kailangan namin ni Paolo niyan.
Yes.
This is our coffee
Yes,
for the day.
we are like energy vampires. We live off your energy.
Oh my
Okay?
God.
We live off your
You
energy.
are. Ako hindi. Tagabigay ako ng energy.
Wow. Okay, that might be too much. I don't know. But of course, speaking of energy, we're gonna have a great show later on because we're gonna have TikTok sensation Patrise to talk about her viral mix.
Oh,
Alam mo yun,
wow.
parang nag-dub siya na hindi. I really enjoy that stuff.
Funny.
Oo.
I was looking at it like because I rarely do TikToks talaga. I
Yeah.
don't do TikToks myself. But when I saw her, oh my God, like she dubbed this movie
Yeah.
ni Eugene.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's so funny. It's
We're
just
gonna-
like subtle funny.
We're gonna find out more about that later
Yeah.
on. And of course, we also have Weather HQ later with a guest named Jefferson Chua. He's gonna talk about Greenpeace pushing the klima bill amid Cebu's double disaster. Grabe yan.
Grabe,
And of
oh my
course, the show, or rather the segment where Cignal Barachina made her debut, Love Hacks with Coach V, later on.
Yes! I'm gonna meet Coach V again.
Yes, and she'll be bringing a guest this time, just like when you were here. We had Chino before, now we have Chini. Okay, we're gonna
Oh.
Chini go later on.
Is this planned?
No, hindi. Napansin ko lang ngayon lang, pagkabasa ko.
Lagot ka pa. Baka
yeah.
maging China and Chini na to.
Oo nga eh, the CNC show. Ako rin ma-replay. So, it's dating in your 40s. Okay,
Ooh,
so
don't
for...
give up.
Yeah, ano naman don't give up? Baka that's where you can find love talaga.
Kaya nga,
right?
life starts at 40.
Yes, that's what they say. So, for me, I guess I'm still a fetus. Wala pa ako 40 eh. So, we're gonna focus on all that later on. I like how the spinner thought that was a funny joke. It's not. But again, do like, share, subscribe our show. We start off things here, China, by getting on the road first. And that's
Okay.
your cue.
All right, so let's check the situation in major roads at this hour. Let's take a look at EDSA White Plains. On the left side of your screens are vehicles going to Shaw Boulevard, and on the right side are for vehicles going to Cubao. Yeah, nakita niyo po na it's actually moving freely. Hindi natin alam mamaya kung gaano magiging congested yan. So, okay. All right, so now, and then we're going to take a look. Here's a look now at EDSA Orense in Makati. On the left are vehicles going to Pasay City. And then on the right side are vehicles going to Shaw Boulevard. The other side, you'll see na medyo congested na. It's going bumper to bumper. And on the right side, maluwag pa. All right. Okay, so heads up to the motorists. The expanded vehicle number coding scheme is in full swing. It's Thursday, so vehicles with license plates ending in 7 and 8 should be off the road right about now till 10 a.m. and again from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. will the weather be like this Thursday? Let's find out from Paolo as he gives us today's forecast from Weather HQ. Take it away, Pao.
Thank you so much, Gina Barachina. Typhoon Tino has exited the Philippine area of responsibility. Now, as of 5 a.m. today, the center of Typhoon Tino was last located 265 kilometers north-northwest of the Pag-asa Island in Kalayaan in Palawan. Now, the typhoon has re-intensified, now packing maximum sustained winds of 155 kilometers per hour near the center and gusts of up to 190 kilometers per hour. Now, it is currently moving westward at 35 kilometers per hour. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 remains raised over the Kalayaan Islands. Residents there may experience winds of 39 to 61 kilometers per hour or intermittent rains within the next 36 hours. Now, according to Pag-asa, Typhoon Tino will continue moving west-northwestward towards central Vietnam and will no longer have a direct impact on the country in the upcoming days. But after Typhoon Tino, we're going to focus on another storm that is brewing and it could threaten the country in the coming days. We're going to move on over to the side here para makita natin lahat. As of 5 a.m. today, the tropical storm with the international name Feng Wong was last located about 1,715 kilometers east of northeastern Mindanao. Now, this is still outside the Philippine area of responsibility. Now, it currently has maximum sustained winds of 65 kilometers per hour, gusting up to 80 kilometers per hour, and is moving northwestward at 20 kilometers per hour. Now, according to Pag-asa, tropical storm Feng Wong will continue moving northwestward until tomorrow. Now, it is expected to enter the Philippine area of responsibility by late Friday or early Saturday and will be given the local name Uwan. The storm is intensifying rapidly and may reach typhoon category as it enters the Philippine area of responsibility. Strong winds and heavy rains may begin to affect the eastern parts of Luzon and Samar by Friday night or Saturday. By Sunday, weather conditions may start to worsen, with northern and central Luzon likely experiencing damaging winds and stormy weather by Monday and Tuesday. Now, storm surges and coastal flooding are also a possibility along the northern and eastern coast of Luzon, with warnings expected as early as Saturday. For our fisher folks, seas will turn rough to very rough from Friday to Sunday, especially along the northern and eastern seaboards of Luzon and Visayas. A gale warning is likely to be issued by Saturday. Now, Feng Wong, as we saw a while ago, is still far from land and its track and strength may still change, so make sure that you stay updated with the latest weather advisories. Now, from what's going to happen to what's happening right now, let's take a closer look at how the different weather systems are shaping our conditions across the country today. We start off first over northern Luzon. Now, the northeast monsoon continues to dominate, bringing cloudy skies to light and moderate rains over Batanes and the nearby areas. So you can expect cooler temperatures and breezy conditions, especially in higher elevations such as the Cordilleras. Meanwhile, the shear line is affecting parts of Cagayan, bringing cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and isolated thunderstorms. Some of these rains may be heavy at times, so take extra precaution against possible localized flooding. In Aurora and Quezon, the trough or the extension of Typhoon Tino is bringing cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and isolated thunderstorms. These rains may turn heavy from time to time, especially along the eastern seaboard. So stay alert for the possible floods or landslides in the vulnerable areas of that region. Over to Palawan, as we mentioned a while ago, Typhoon Tino continues to influence the weather here. Expect rains with gusty winds over the Kalayaan Islands, while the rest of the province will have cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms due to the trough or its extension. The travelers and fishing communities are advised to remain cautious of rough seas. Now, we go to the Visayas region where you can expect partly cloudy skies with isolated thunderstorms and rain showers. For the community still recovering from the impact of Typhoon Tino, this break in the weather offers a good window to continue recovery and cleanup operations. Now, moving further down south in Zamboanga del Norte, Basilan, and Tawi-Tawi, the trough of Typhoon Tino will bring cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms. Some of these showers may be accompanied by gusty winds. For the rest of Mindanao, you can expect partly cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms, most especially in the afternoon or in the evening. Now, a gale warning remains in effect, though, taking a look at sea conditions over the western seaboard of southern Luzon. Rough to very rough sea conditions are expected in these areas, with wave heights reaching up to 5 meters. Now, this is still due to the strong winds generated by Typhoon Tino. Fishing boats and small sea craft are strongly advised to stay in port, as sea travel in these areas is extremely dangerous. Meanwhile, for the rest of the country, no gale warning is in effect. However, northern Luzon may still experience rough to very rough seas and waves of up to 2.8 meters. Fisherfolk are urged to exercise extra caution before venturing out to sea. For the rest of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, seas will be generally light to moderate, favorable for most marine activity. Well, that is a mouthful for Weather HQ at the moment, but we're done here. Gina, back to you.
Thanks, Paolo. On to our top stories. The death toll from Typhoon Tino has risen to 81. That's according to National Disaster Risk Reduction Management. 81 others are injured, while 72 more are missing. The Malacanang Palace assures disaster relief rescue operations are ongoing.
Ang Department of Health, o DOH, sa pangunguna ni Secretary Ted Herbosa ay agad na namahagi ng mga gamot at malinis na inuming tubig, hygiene kits at water containers sa Cebu, Aklan at Eastern Visayas na lubhang tinamaan ng bagyo. Ang Department of Social Welfare and Development o DSWD naman, sa pangunguna ni Secretary Rex Gatchalian ay namahagi ng mga family food packs at ready-to-eat food items sa mga sinalanta ng bagyo. Pinapunta na rin ng Pangulo ang ilang miyembro ng kabinete upang mamonitor ang kalagayan ng mga residenteng tinamaan ng bagyo.
Moving on, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has ordered investigations into flood control projects in Cebu after witnessing the devastation left by Typhoon Tino. Videos show the scale of the damage, with neighborhoods entirely destroyed by floods. Palace Press Officer Claire Castro says that if the Cebuanos are angry, the president feels the same way. Cebu Governor Pam Baricuatro expressed dismay on social media, saying that 26 billion pesos in flood control funds failed to do anything for her people. President Marcos has planned a trip to Cebu personally to assess the damage and meet with the victims of the storm. Alam mo, Gina, taking a look at this, a lot of focus has always been in Bulacan with the flood control projects there. But it always comes at the heels of a certain disaster. Kapag may dumadaan na bagyo at biglang bumabaha in a certain area, the amount of money that we saw spent in Bulacan and the ghost projects there, Cebu, you would think the Metro Cebu must...
They're not actually, you won't hear Cebu having disasters like in the past.
Not like this, and not in this scale.
No, not like this in this scale. Like after sobrang, I feel so bad for them because they had their earthquakes and then now it's a storm. Oh my God! I mean, I just wish that this is. Look at that. Like, I wish this is gonna be, just we can solve this flood control issue. Alam mo ba, hindi lang din sa Cebu, even in Rojas City.
I mean,
Grabe.
there's so many places affected by it. In Cebu in particular, yung number that was given was 26 billion pesos when it comes to flood control projects.
Saan napunta?
Saan napunta? Wala doon nagawa. And apart from that also, there are groups looking into the environmental impacts of certain urban developments. Yung mga ibang residential, yung mga taking a look at certain properties that have taken away the natural barriers by building in these locations at the expense, of course, of yung mga trees and all of the other natural stopgaps para sa anything flood related. So the investigations will still be ongoing. I wouldn't be surprised kung magiging para siyang part 2. So kung Bulacan natin yung chapter 1, chapter 2 natin yung Cebu.
Oh my God.
So we'll see what happens there.
How many more weeks are we going to drag ourselves?
Ilan ba yung probinsya na may
ilang provinces
iba region
diba?
affected by yung mga flood control projects? So we'll see. But I think we have to move on here.
Yeah. President Marcos Jr. asked all the government agencies to keep their Christmas parties simple and avoid lavish celebrations. Malacanang says this is to show solidarity with the victims of recent calamities that have hit the country.
Kasunod ng mga sakuna sa bansa, paalala ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. at ng DBM sa ahensya ng pamahalaan, gawing simple ang pagdiriwang ng holiday season. Bahagi ito ng pakiisa ng administrasyon ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. sa taong bayan na nakakaranas ng maraming pagsubok dulot ng sunod-sunod na sakuna sa bansa. Mula sa lindol na yumanig sa Visayas at Mindanao at sa mga bagyong tumama sa ilang bahagi ng bansa.
Alam mo, Gina, this Christmas party directive, it feels like it has been done a couple of years already.
Yeah, it's not something new.
It's the season also of bagyo eh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Christmas parties. And I don't know, do you feel the same way that nakakagalit minsan kapag napaka-lavish yung ibang mga Christmas party
Yeah,
for
diba?
government
I
officials?
mean, if you could take a look at some private sectors, they are already practicing frugal. Like, they're being frugal about like their Christmas parties because it's their cost. Now, diba, if galing sa bulsa nila yon.
Yeah.
So, it's
Pero
it's the-
since taxpayer money yung sa gobyerno,
why? Why would I,
Yeah,
diba,
yeah.
make tipid?
parang you don't want to fund yung Christmas parties at the moment.
Yeah.
Considering ito yung mga nakita natin from all over Cebu. You mentioned Rojas, everyone in the Visayas, and of course, who knows what we're going to experience in the next week or so dahil may bagong bagyo na papunta, especially in the northern part of Luzon.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we're gonna look into that in the future, unfortunately. But speaking about something that we're not sure will even come back, Zaldico is unlikely to return to the Philippines. This according to his lawyer, Roy Rondain.
He's deathly afraid of coming home because may serious threats to his life. One half of the country wants to throw him in jail and throw away the key. The other half wants to string him up by the nearest tree. Would you come home under those circumstances? I wouldn't recommend that he come home.
Attorney Rondain adds that Co does not own any luxury aircraft despite the claims of the Civil Aviation Authority that 3 of his air assets have left the country.
Any aircraft related to him is owned by Mississippi's Aviation. Now separate si Mr. Ko sa Mississippi.
Mississippi's Aviation is a company related to the Co family, which also owns the SunWest group of companies and the Mississippi's Bay Resort in Albay. Rondain says that Mississippi's was incorporated in the early 2000s, whereas Co became a congressman in 2019. And that Co's net worth in both years was 4.1 billion pesos as a result of the 44 private companies attached to him.
In world news, New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani addressed the public moments after what is considered a historic election. Mamdani called his win a new era as the first South Asian and Muslim mayor in the city's history. Mamdani reiterated his campaign priorities: affordability crisis and rebuilding public trust. New Yorkers braced for U.S. President Donald Trump would react to his election, which came shortly after Trump called Mamdani a communist at a business forum in Miami.
Now moving on to sports, Game 7 of the MLB World Series was the most watched MLB game globally in the last 34 years, pitting the LA Dodgers against the Toronto Blue Jays, where the Dodgers secured their second straight World Series title, posting a 5-4 victory in 11 innings. The game averaged 51 million views combined across the US, Canada, and Japan. And during the celebrations, the Dodgers, featuring Japanese baseball superstar Shohei Ohtani, teased a three-peat, saying he's ready to get another ring next year.
First cup of tea, good news for Four Spades fans. The highly anticipated comeback album of the quartet band is now out.
Yes, sir.
Their sophomore album, Andalusia, features 12 songs including Aura, Na Naman, Paru-Paro, and Rewind. The songs tackle love, yearning, mental health, and more. For Off Spades' first tease, a surprise reunion earlier this year with a lead vocalist, Unique Salonga, who briefly left the band.
Yeah, you know what? I'm excited for this, especially for this generation. So, congratulations to the Four of Spades fans that they're back and they're coming in hot. And I believe it was Ellie Buendia who actually teased the fact that alam mo this group is the Beatles of this generation. And
Nice.
I don't know, that's a big statement coming from someone who at least sa generation natin, feeling ko kasi dati Eraserheads yung Beatles natin eh. Right?
Actually, yes, I would agree. Although Gen Z ako pa, I'm just kidding.
What are you talking about?
Bakit ba?
Oh my gosh, wait lang. The tea is too hot. Baka masunog pa tayo.
Hindi.
Okay. Wow. All right. So let's move on from that before we end up fighting on air.
All right. Now, our next cup of tea, former American football quarterback Tom Brady says he cloned his dog. Brady revealed that his current dog is a clone of Lua, who he shared with his ex-wife and passed away in 2023. The cloning was done by Colossal Biosciences, known for cloning supposed dire wolves earlier this year. Though Tom has not yet shared photos, Brady has since received flack from animal rights activists who says that the process could entail cruelty to multiple animals that might be discarded as they try to produce dead ringer of the original. They encourage people to adopt from a shelter instead of spending $50,000 on imitation of a beloved family member.
Okay, so where do you stand on cloning your loved ones?
Oh my God. You know, I have a dog that died from seizure. This is sobrang down to energy bigla. No?
Yeah.
But so I when I was reading the news, I was like, will I like this?
Yeah, would you? Would you clone your dead pet?
I don't want to touch the nature's natural course of creation.
Yeah. Alam mo, I agree with that. It's like
I
what
was
if
cringing.
Lewis Hamilton had Roscoe clone the dog that passed recently? And I don't know. I don't feel great about this. It's death. It happens.
Exactly.
Like it feels like things are meant to depart the world.
No one wants death, Pao. But
No one wants
yeah.
death, but it happens. It's
Yeah.
part of it. Kaya, I don't know. I think we're gonna talk about the ethics of this eventually moving on, and the prospect of discarded cloned animals also isn't great. And they're not the same. They're not the same dog.
No, they're not.
They're not the same memories and all of that. So sure, they might look alike. But it won't feel.
It's just like you're fooling yourself.
Oh,
For
it's
me,
like, hindi naman pwede i-upload yung memories mo into a cloud, diba? But I'm sure that's a movie. That's a movie
Well,
somewhere.
it can be a movie.
No, I'm sure it was. Okay, we're gonna move on here because coming up next is TikTok sensation Patrise Kulampag, who joins us on the Hangout to tell us how she turns simple dialogues into viral memes. Don't go away. Beautiful Day. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Beautiful Day. Now, our next guest is a TikTok sensation who's been turning classic Pinoy movie lines into viral moments. Her content is like no other. Just a laptop in front of her, and she immediately tickles our funny bone with a spot-on mimic of those unforgettable dialogues we all know and love. Now, what fuels that creative spark that scored her a nomination for TikTok's Rising Star Award back in 2022? Patrise Kulampag answers that on The Hangout. This is the second time I said someone's last name wrong on the show as I was introducing them. Patrice, thank you so much for joining us. Pasensya na.
Hi,
I hope you're having a beautiful day.
Welcome,
I am
Patrice.
having a beautiful day. Thank you.
Okay. First off, thank you so much for coming in. Alam ko you're not a morning person.
Yes,
Don't
I'm
worry.
not.
Neither am I. When we look into your content, I just want to ask how that started out. Because you have over 1 million followers. A lot of them are are following you because of a certain genre that you have specialized in. So, paano to nagsimula? And why did you find it fun in the first place?
2021, I was just doing TikTok for fun. Parang bored kami ng brother ko. And we like K-pop. So, di ba sobrang uso nung early days of the pandemic ang sayaw-sayaw on TikTok. So, we were just doing that. And then, nauso yung parang stitch this if parang may topic sila. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done? Ganyan. And then, I stumbled upon a video, sabi niya, what's a movie line that you memorized by heart? Parang ganon. And so, I did it with a laptop. Di ko rin alam. Parang, I was inspired by another creator sa
So what was it?
States.
What's the movie line?
Sa It Takes a Man and a Woman, Sarah G. and John Lloyd, yung trust, big word. Ayun, kasi memorize ko
Tell that
talaga
to
siya.
him.
Uy! Actually, it is a big word. But, I mean, like, so nagsimula doon, and you kept it going eh. When did you realize that, oh, this is something different siguro? Like, there's a hook that you caught an audience.
Parang, na-enjoy ko talaga siya kasi parang, natural sa akin yung mag-memorize. Parang sa school, madali akong pag may, kunwari, declamation, ganyan.
So, magaling ka sa school dati.
Overachiever.
Wow,
Ganon.
nice.
So, tas mahilig din talaga ako sa Pinoy movies. I guess nakuha ko from my lola and my mom. Mahilig sila manood. Laging mainit yung TV namin sa bahay. Dahil buong araw bukas.
So imagine nung pandemic, no, na lahat sila nandun and they're all like couch potatoes. Tapos nanonood lang sila. Ilang movies ang napanood mo that time.
Oo.
Diba?
Pero when you take a look at the genre of, kasi grabe iba talaga yung Pinoy humor, yung
Yes.
pop culture, hindi ka ba na-pressure na kailangan updated ka sa lahat ng mga Pinoy movies or kailangan gumawa ka ng mga viral moment? Kasi it takes one thing to be viral once, pero ikaw multiple times, the content keeps on flowing. Wala bang pressure doon?
Meron din na minsan parang, oh my God, parang I think people want to see more, ganyan. Medyo nape-pressure ako to create more. Pero I remind myself na ginawa ko to at first kasi nag-e-enjoy ako. So dapat enjoy pa rin. Di ako dapat magpadala sa pressure. Pero yes, dumadating siya, nape-pressure din ako to put out more content na I feel like marami makakonect or mag-viral in a sense.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Paolo, like, ano-ano yung mga requests that made that pressure on you?
Oo, actually.
Parang nauso. I mean, may mga tao na, I guess my followers, tinatag ako na, ate gawin mo to, ate gawin mo to. Lahat na lang na mag-trending na video na parang gusto nila makita yung take ko, kung paano ko gagayahin. So, minsan napapressure or na-overwhelm ako na, wait lang guys. Wait lang guys.
I
Ayun.
see. Kasi di ba parang it's an indicator also that people also is talagang religiously following that she wants to be seen dun sa version na yon. That it's I think it's a success meter.
Oo, and of course, when kasi nakaharap ka ng formula and you were able to stick to it. Pero may mga movies ba na highly requested pero hindi mo talaga magawa? That siguro naging parang Waterloo mo na nahihirapan ka?
Wala naman sa movies. Mas sa mga memes na parang nire-request nila. Minsan, parang hirap gawin ng mga videos. Especially when they contain parang mga words na parang bawal sabihin.
Yeah.
And I know my mom watches my TikTok, so medyo minsan pag yung mga content na nire-request nila, medyo tagilid sa mom ko. Medyo napapressure. Wait lang, guys. My family watches my TikTok, my content.
So yung filter mo sa feed mo, nanay mo?
Baka nanonood siya. Hi,
Oo.
mom.
Hi, tita. Hello.
tita.
Don't worry, we won't say anything bad today. On air. But of course, when we look at yung Pinoy humor, parang gets mo talaga eh. So siguro saan yan nanggaling? Like, paano ko nagsimula really getting into yung Philippine film culture, meme culture? Because it's one thing to say na, oh, talagang cinephile ka, na love mo yung mga movies. But it's another thing to say na talagang nafe-feel mo talaga yung mga sinasabi mo. And I think that's another reason why people connect to you eh.
I guess kasi chronically online talaga ako. I'm always online. So, updated din talaga ako. And I also work as a copywriter for an ad agency. So
Yeah.
parang I'm forced in a way to be online and be aware ko ano bang trending, anong meron sa pop culture, so I can apply it to my job din. So parang two birds siya na chronically online.
Hitting two birds in
Yeah.
one stone. Ganda yan.
Of course, when we take a look at yung background mo, na-mention mo copywriter ka, diba? I mean, how does that really help? Kasi alam ko, first off, napaka-stressful ng buhay ng mga advertising
Oh my
industry
gosh.
members. Right, Gina?
Yeah.
I mean, like, when we talk about there's a reason why karamihan sa mga ad agencies may bar na either malapit or sa loob ng opisina. Kasi
Yes.
at the end of the day, kailangan mag-unwind, diba?
Yes.
Parang traders din, ganyan.
Oo, mga traders din,
Yeah,
right, Gina?
diba?
You're gonna feel the same way. Pero what do you feel does this do for your life? Because obviously day job mo is advertising. Pero is this just a hobby? Is this yung second job mo? How do you see yung pagiging influencer mo?
At first, it was a hobby lang. Na for fun talaga. Like, I really enjoy doing it. People actually ask me, hindi ka naman pinipilit dyan, di ba? Ba't mo inaano yung sarili mo to memorize, to practice, ganyan. Until it became also like my second job in a way kasi I have brand partnerships, ganyan. So, nakaka-help din for my copywriting job. Ang dami kong insights na natututunan and learnings that I apply to both copywriting and being a content creator.
But Patrice, people know you as a funny content creator, diba? So, and you are known for mimicking lines and memes in front of your laptop. But what's something about you that would surprise the viewers?
I think yun, yung overachiever ako sa school. Very,
Surprising ba yun?
Akala parang happy-go-lucky lang. Kasi diba?
unserious, pero
Yeah.
kapag school talaga dati, talagang focus, tas medyo
Geek ka din.
din ako, parang the leader type na boss. Alam niyo yung parang stereotype na pag president. Guys, respeto naman.
Oh
ako
my
talaga,
gosh.
I'm that
boss
person.
girl.
So kapag nag-walk out yung teacher, ikaw yung tatayo.
Yes.
Tapos sisigaw na, uy, guys, respeto naman. Ikaw yun.
Mismo, ako siya.
Wow.
It's
I'm
funny
that
here
girl.
when people see her, nakakilala siya, na ganun yung ugali niya, tapos biglang she's doing silly
Seryoso
things on
pala.
TikTok. Oh my God, yeah.
Oo.
That's
And,
actually cute.
you know, you're feeding into yung meme culture natin eh. And sinasabi natin na bilang Pinoy, ginagamit natin yung mga memes as a coping mechanism. Kasi minsan, grabe na nangyayari sa totoong mundo. Pero sa palagay mo ba, are we at the point also na nagiging medyo unhealthy coping mechanism yung memes? Kasi maraming nagagalit online, ginagamit nila yung memes para maglabas ng galit for whatever either political stand or any statement that they want to make. Do you think that sometimes we can go a bit too far when it comes to yung paggamit ng memes?
Yes, may point din na parang medyo sobra na, guys. Let's step back. Let's touch some grass, ika nga. So, ayun. Pero I still think na isa yun sa mga strong points natin bilang Filipino, I guess. Kaya nating gawing nakakatawa kahit ano. Yun nga din, as you can see dun sa content ko, sino mag-aakala na yung paggaya ko sa mga movie lines magiging something like this. It will bring me here dito
Oo.
sa beautiful day. Yes.
Nag-TV guesting bigla, no?
Kaya nga, this is your first
Thank you so
time,
much.
right?
Yes.
To be on TV? Wow,
Live.
nice.
So, medyo kinakabahan.
Don't worry, you're fine.
Yeah,
You're doing good.
You're doing good. You're just a natural. So a lot of people have turned your content since pandemic, and people are trying to laugh at the hard times. How does it feel that your content brings something na different naman with all the news that's going around, and you're bringing light to a heavy something that gives joy to millions of people?
Actually, medyo natatouch ako whenever I see comments na, ate, napatawa mo ako today, napasaya mo ako today, na parang, yun, may effect palang ganun sa mga tao, yung ginagawa ko na I feel like dog show lang,
Oh.
tawa-tawa lang, memes lang, pero may napasaya pala ako. So, medyo nakakaano ng puso na pag nakakabasa ako ng ganong comments na beyond making people laugh, meron akong napa-feel good just for a little bit. So,
May
it's
nag-reach
nice.
out ba sa'yo na celebrity na ginaya mo?
May mga nag-comment, ganyan.
Oo.
Or nag-like.
Celebrity.
Oo.
Kasi
nice.
minsan tinatag ko din sila, papansin din sa
Oo.
mga artista.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
ayun,
that's a
nagko-comment
strategy.
sila.
May comment ba na kinilig ka talaga nang na-receive
Oo nga.
mo?
I think isa sa mga early na nag-comment si Miss Bea Alonzo sa Four Sisters ko na ginaya ko siya. So parang, oh my
okay.
God, Bea Alonzo na to. Nagko-comment siya sa video ko. So yun,
Oo.
medyo na-starstruck.
So,
Yeah.
nare-recognize ka na outside? When you go out and may nagpapapicture na dumadating na yung point?
Meron naman din.
Ah.
Kaya nakakatuwa din na when they see me tapos, ate, di ba ikaw yung may laptop? Ate, di ba ikaw yung nagdadub? Sabi ko, yes, ako nga. So, ayun, nagpapapicture sila. So,
Sa'yo or sa laptop mo?
sa akin
Paolo?
naman.
Dala-dala niya yung laptop niya, di ba? Oh, ito.
Dala-dala ko
yan.
everywhere.
Oo. So, again, na-mention mo that your mom basically practically filters yung content mo. Di ba? Or at least, when you put out content, your mom is in your mind. Tama ba?
I mean, not all the time.
Oo.
I just,
Moral compass niya yun.
parang iniisip ko lang na nakita to ng pamilya ko.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, it just makes me think rin kasi syempre very wholesome yung content mo. And it's such a nice laugh, it's such a good feeling when you take a look at yung thought process mo at picking the right movies, picking the right things. So like obviously we might not have Siyempre, there are new movies always coming out and things like that. How do you pick the next one to feature?
Actually, medyo mahirap siya kasi
Oo.
it's my 4th year of doing this. Medyo parang ang dami ko na din na-cover. Minsan umuulit na ako ng movies, pero ibang eksena, ganyan. Pero I never do it twice. So, isang beses lang. Tinitingnan ko kung ano yung minsan nagte-trending, baka may trending audio, may trending video, tapos I do that. Or pag may naalala lang ako na eksena, like may recent one, yung Kimidora 2, naalala ko yung eksena na yon. So, I did it. So, ganun lang. I take inspiration everywhere.
One take lang ba?
Ay, hindi. Sobrang ang daming take niya, kaya kailangan ako lang mag-isa sa room, nakafocus ako, tas ilang beses ko siyang inuulit para ma-perfect.
Oh, dapat
Ayan,
may
yun,
blooper.
nagpe-play.
Dapat may
Ayan,
blooper
yun.
reel ka.
Totoo.
Ang ginagawa ko kasi parang dinidelete ko siya agad.
Ay, bakit?
Pag mali. Because, phone storage.
Anong pinakamahirap na scene?
Oh my gosh. Actually, madami. In general, I guess, Vice Ganda movies. Medyo mabilis siya magsalita. So,
Okay.
gusto ko kasi, diba, sinasabayan pati yung intonation, kung ano yung actions. So, medyo mahirap si Meme kasi medyo mabilis siya magsalita.
So, na-message mo ba si Vice na bagalan niya? Kasi nahihirapan ka na eh.
No, dun sa play, meron yun, di ba? Parang one time, so may 0.75.
I know, hindi pwede. Kasi the way that you do it necessarily, parang live talaga.
Yeah.
Oh,
Diba?
okay, so hindi kaya.
Oo. Pero when you take a look at sorry I love that, but we're also excited for any potential evolution of you.
Yeah,
in the
to
sense
expand,
that
no?
do you have any idea in mind to try something different also with yung platform mo? Have you tried something different na hindi gumana that
Yeah.
you want to start exploring?
I'm trying din na, kunwari, may yellow basket, ganyan, may benta-benta, pero it's not really clicking. Parang mas gusto ng mga followers ko or ng mga tao makita from me is something entertaining talaga. So, this route, movies, pop culture, ganyan.
Have you ever been invited or asked to be part of a movie in the scene? Tapos gayahin mo na lang yung sarili mo? Have you gotten to that point yet? Hindi pa?
Wala pa naman.
Wala pa. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, any screenwriters, producers out there, please reach out to our friend here, Patrise, because she is excited to dub herself.
Tama.
Diba? Tama yun, diba?
Tama. That
Why
will
not?
be like an achievement na next level. Dinadub mo na yung sarili mo.
Kung kaya mo. And please dub the show also. Baka yan na yung simula. Dub yourself on this show.
Ako
Tapos,
nahirapan. Sino idadub niya ngayon?
sarili nga niya.
I mean, sarili niya. And then naisip ko lang dinub ka niya eh.
No, either way. No, that'll be an honor. Pero that's what we're saying. So normally we're gonna have to wrap things up here. Normally we have Anne to ask the final question, but because we have a bit more time, mag-rapid fire muna tayo dito. Okay, so quick fire questions. First thing that comes in your mind, go and answer. I'll ask the first one, China. You can go for the second one. Okay, ito. If you could star in any Filipino movie, which one would it be?
Something directed by Wende Ramas.
Eugene Domingo or Chris Aquino is more fun to mimic.
Both. Oh my God. So hard.
Ito. Your dream collab with both an actor and a fellow content creator.
An actor, siguro Catherine Bernardo. Wow, ang taas.
No.
And content creator, si Sasa Girl. I really look up to her.
Who's your ultimate meme idol?
Ang dami kong inspiration. Si Queen Yasmin. Queen Yasmin. Wow. Shout out.
Okay, I think we have time for one more here. Sinong ultimate meme idol mo?
Oh, si...
Yun na.
si
Siya
Queen
na.
No, sorry. Yeah. Okay, well, that...
Myself.
That stinks. I picked the wrong question. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to Patrise for joining us. Again,
Thank you.
we wrap things up with a final question here. Normally, Anne asks this, but since she's not here, I'll
Namimiss
do
mo
the
na
ask.
si Anne? Namimiss mo na ba?
Hindi. So,
You heard it, Anne.
yeah, Patrice, we normally ask this question because our show is called Beautiful Day. What makes your day beautiful?
Seeing dog videos online.
Oh,
Do you follow We Rate Dogs? Do you follow We Rate Dogs?
Yes.
It's the best, right?
Yes,
Oh
I
my gosh.
what
okay.
breed your favorite to follow?
Lahat.
Ako French eh, kasi sobrang funny nila. Oh my
Oo.
God, ang dami nilang kalokohan. Try it.
Tapos lahat ng pangalan ng mga
Mabibinge ka.
French Bulldog, French din, di ba? Sa mga Pierre, mga ganun.
Our French, pangalan Winner. Winner. Hi, Winner!
No, it's winner. All right, so thank you again for joining us, viral meme creator Patrice Kalumpag. Tama na.
Thank you. Yes!
Yes!
You got it, you got it.
Congrats, Paul.
Thank you
Getting
so
it
much,
right.
Patrice. And then you can follow her at IG and TikTok. It's right there at the bottom of your screens. So do give her a follow and a shout out. And hopefully, she does a meme of us soon. Up next, we'll be speaking with Jefferson Chua, climate campaigner for Greenpeace Philippines, to talk about the push for the Klima Bill and how it seeks to hold major polluters accountable while helping communities like Cebu recover and rebuild.
Plus our horoscope of the day with Master Hans Kua. Don't go away. Beautiful day. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Watching Beautiful Day. This is Weather HQ. Now, in the wake of Typhoon Tino, large parts of Cebu are once again underwater. Communities are struggling with heavy floods, damaged homes, and disrupted lives. This comes just days after a strong earthquake shook the province. Now, Greenpeace Philippines says the devastation we see today is a result of decisions made long before landfall, calling for accountability from both local leaders and big climate polluters. One solution they're pushing for is the Klima Bill, a proposed law that seeks to make climate polluters pay for the damage that they've caused and support communities most affected by the crisis. To tell us more, we're joined by Jefferson Chua, climate campaigner from Greenpeace Philippines. Jeff, welcome to the show. Welcome back, and thank you so much for your time.
Good morning, Paolo, and happy to be back.
All right, so let's take a look at this first from Greenpeace's perspective. We take a look at the factors that made the flooding and destruction in Cebu and the nearby areas more severe. When we take a look at the key reasons why, a lot of people are going to say, apart from all of the infrastructure problems, the flood control, the devastation of certain environmental elements that would have helped prevent the flooding, there have been so many things that we have to talk about. But what do you feel are the key culprits when it comes to the devastation?
It's good, Paolo, that you mentioned the flood control issue now, because that is really top of mind for a lot of people right now, especially in the Cebu region. Pero that is really a big part of the whole system of problems, and the root of all of these, no, are impunity and greed from politicians who want to get that money from public offers, but also the impunity not only of contractors but also uh, those who perpetuate this crisis. No, and what I mean by that is really the heavy carbon emitting industries, specifically oil and gas industries that have supercharged and fueled typhoons like Tino. We have seen that typhoons like Tino are made more possible, no? By the increasing temperatures around the world, and how this increased temperature has translated to more rainfall, no, and more unpredictability when it comes to these typhoons, which explains, the volume and the deluge of rain across the Visayas region.
When we're taking a look at what the Klima Bill is asking for, is there to hold those who perpetuate climate change accountable.
Yes.
And at the same time, provide support to those who are affected adversely by the said climate changes. When we take a look at the damage and the attribution of how much cost, how are we able to put a number to that? And of course, how can policy in particular hold these climate culprits accountable?
Right. So if we look at different cost recovery laws around the world, because the Klima Bill, no, while it is one of the more pioneering laws around the world, there are also other existing similar laws with it, like the New York Climate Superfund Law and the Vermont Superfund Law. Currently, they're being challenged in the Supreme Court, but they have been passed. No, so there is that clamor from people, and the way they establish the amount, to be gotten from oil and gas companies is through scientific studies, which is why these scientific studies called attribution studies are completely important, not to laws such as the Klima Bill, and this forms the basis for how much money can be demanded from these big companies. It's also about the caps of emissions, and once they go over those caps, no, which of course progressively will go lower and lower, higher and higher, no, as the years roll by, no, to influence transitioning away from fossil fuels, no, that also hopes to get money, no, from these big polluters and hold them accountable if they go beyond the threshold. So we're seeing these kinds of cost recovery laws as means, no, to gather revenue for impacted communities to be able to access them in times of emergency, such as what's happening right now in Cebu, where these communities can have chance, no, for a future, no, that they can be proud of, right? And how that future is a part of that future is the accountability of
Yeah.
these big companies.
Jeff, a lot of the blame, at
Yeah.
least from the Greenpeace perspective, is being put on the big polluters, as you mentioned, the big companies, fossil fuel companies, and all of the like. When we talk a bit about casting the blame or pointing a finger to a certain direction, the argument would always be from their end is that they don't control acts of God, that the weather, they don't control the storms or how destructive the storms are. But then when we talk about their actual impact to the climate crisis, what would you say against that argument in particular, knowing that it is an act of God, it is something that they don't feel directly responsible for, considering that we are a country that does experience storms on an increasing basis, or at least a regular basis, rather?
the science is clear that since the 1950s, no, when these big industries have begun to really explode in terms of their size and their business operations, no, it's clear that since then the amount of carbon concentration in the air has gone up exponentially in numbers that that would suggest that the anthropogenic sources of these emissions are clear, no, and we can even stretch it as far back as the start of the industrial era, no. So you could really see how the invention of the engine, combustion, no, and how that was operationalized and also monetized, no, by these big companies have really led to the increase in temperatures. Now, there is that saying, no, that these things are acts of God, but also we have to look at how these big companies have tried to obfuscate climate science since the 1950s. So if we look at the internal documents of these big carbon majors, and I'm referring to the big companies, no, Shell, ExxonMobil, British Petroleum, Total Energies, among the others, no, internal documents have shown that they knew already, not the effects of increased carbon emissions since the 1950s, and they have tried to hide it, no, and they have tried to obfuscate and also try to market themselves out of that reality and truth, no, to be
Yes.
able to continue their business operations. So that increases and magnifies their liability in the climate
So,
crisis.
Jeff, that actually brings me to my next point. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, so this may be one of my last questions. You're pushing for a klima bill that would, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm oversimplifying it, that the klima bill will hold these climate polluters accountable and actually tax them or bill them for what is happening, in the sense that if they go beyond a certain limit, that money will also go to affected communities. Is that a right way to characterize it? And of course, how far are we in terms of legislation to making the klima bill a reality?
So in the 19th Congress, the Klima Bill actually passed the committee level, no? But unfortunately, as we know, there needs to be a Senate counterpart, and also it would go through different readings and BICAM, and that didn't happen in the 19th Congress. So this Congress, it was refiled, no, by Congressman Anel Tolentino, Congressman Benitez, Ana Tuason, and also Joman Alba, no, among others. And right now, we're at that stage of meeting with these lawmakers, and also really pushing for this law. And amid all of the typhoons that we're experiencing, and we're all also set to experience one big one in a few days again, no? This really heightens the call for laws like this to pass urgently. So the call really is for President Marcos to certify, this bill as urgent, as it's very, very clear that communities don't have time anymore to wait, for laws like these to linger in Congress. It needs to be passed right now so they can have a chance for their future and accountability from carbon majors.
There's an entire region affected by the recent storm, Tino in particular. What message would you like to share to our kababayans, our Cebuano brothers and sisters who are rebuilding their lives again, and of course would want some sort of justice for what they've experienced, considering the scale of the devastation that we've seen?
Accountability is not out of reach. No? Accountability is always possible, and with the scale of devastation that's being seen right now in Cebu and other parts of Visayas, someone really needs to be accountable. We should not just stop with flood control projects. No, we should hold those in power accountable, and also we should hold those at the root of the crisis accountable. And it's high time that the president supports your future, by passing this klima bill. And this is really something that all Filipinos should fight for and support to be able to thrive in the age of the climate crisis.
Jeff, I wish we could say that in Bisaya, but I lack the language capability to do so. Maraming salamat. That is Jefferson Chua of the Greenpeace Philippines, a climate campaigner. And thank you so much for your insights and the information.
Thank you, Paolo.
That is it for Weather HQ at the moment. Cignal and Barachina, back to you.
It's time for us to find out what the stars have in store for us today. Let's hear it from our resident energizer and feng shui master, Hans Kua, in our horoscope of the day. Take it away, Master Hans.
Good morning! Beautiful day with me, Bilyonaryo Master Hans Kua. Ito po ang horoscope ngayong araw ng Thursday, November 6. Para sa mga pinanganak ng Year of the Rat, may mahalagang instruction na maaaring makalimutan. Basahin ng maigi ang memo at mga emails. Blue at 7. Ox naman tayo kung paulit-ulit ang issue. Baka kailangan ng pag-usapan kesa pakyut lang ang lambing. Red at 4. Kay Tiger naman tayo masakit ang batok. Mag-stretch at mag-massage. Magpunta rin kay Doc ha. Gray at 9. Kay Rabbit naman tayo, good day for stretching or walking galaw-galaw para iwas tayo sa sipon at lamig. Pink at 1. Kay Dragon naman tayo, minsan kailangan mo lang makinig, not solusyon. Green at 6. Kay Snake naman tayo, may binabalik-balikan kang memories. Oras na ba para i-let go ito? Purple at 5. Ito naman, Care of the Horsey, may magandang deal sa pagbili ng gamit para sa bahay. Grab it while it lasts. White at 2. Kay Ship naman tayo, maaaring makaramdam ng insecurity, pero tatandaan, you are beautiful no matter what they say. Yellow at 8. Kay Year of the Monkey naman tayo, may darating na katanungan kung kailangan mo bang sagutin ng may kumpiyansa ito. Gold at 6. Kay Year of the Rooster naman tayo, good day para maglista ng gastusin at mag-budget. Brown at 3. Kay Dog naman tayo, kung may hindi malinaw sa relasyon, ask, magtanong, wag mag-guest. Green at 9. Kay Year of the Pig naman tayo, di lahat ng pangako ay kailangan agad sundin. Be understanding. Silver at 5. Paalala lang, ito po'y patnubay lamang. Ang tunay na swerte ay nagsisimula sa pagiging totoo. Abangan ang horoscope of the day dito lang po sa Beautiful Day with me, Master Hans Kua.
All right, thank you as always, Master Hans Kua.
You know, I love that. Si Master Hans Kua, always an energizer. And can I just say, he says that may magandang deal daw ako para sa panggamit para sa bahay. Pwede lang magandang deal para sa isang bahay.
Ano bang deal doon?
I don't know. Cheaper housing?
May makikilala kang contractor. Oh my God.
Ay, aba. Baka
magandang deal yan.
people who need to get rid of their property soon. I don't know. But of course...
Papabigay ko yung sasahod. Like, you'll be the one to receive it.
Okay, why not? But of course, right now, I think, Gina, we have a few messages online na people to say hi to.
Yeah, so from John Eric Atienza, good morning po. I'm always watching Beautiful Day. You both always brightens my day. Hindi ko alam baka si Ann yun.
Yeah, normally si Ann.
Yeah, your genuine smiles and uplifting vibes reminds us all to cherish the little moments.
I
Thank
love
you for
that.
spreading the joy
That's
and
so
positivity.
sweet. And of course, we have a couple of other people there. Kahit yung mga pangalan na lang
so,
nila.
Snowy Reyes is here. Daisy Albarico. Blessed morning po, ma'am and sir.
Ayun.
Ma'am, sir, good morning.
Sir, good morning sa inyong lahat. And of course, on YouTube, I think we have a few other people there as well.
On YouTube, it's Michael Angelo Buddy. Morning, Miss Anne. Hi. As Prof. Paolo, aka Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
May mga nagagalit din dun sa mga Christmas party, Pao.
Yes, I'm not surprised. Again, it's so funny. Wala po si Miss Anne, missing siya, hindi si Miss Anne. Okay.
Ako po si China.
Oh, China. China Barachina, of course. And we're gonna wrap up on that. But of course, you can still send us your comments, your suggestions, your violent reactions.
True.
Especially for our next segment. Kasi I think yung topic natin mamaya, Gina, dating at your 40s.
Yeah, interesting.
Diba?
Like
So-
life starts at 40. So known for her real talk approach to self-growth, healing, and relationships, she blends beauty, brains, and patisserie, guiding others to show up unapologetically for themselves and others. Don't miss out our chat with wellness practitioner Chini Go with our resident dating coach and love guru coach V on Love Hacks when Beautiful Day returns after a short break. Welcome back to Beautiful Day. Our guest today is on Love Hacks as a holistic wellness practitioner, confidence and transformation coach, model mentor, and single mom, an ageless rebel redefining what it means to live, love, and thrive in your 40s and beyond. Let's hear Chini Go story right here on Love Hacks.
Love hacks, we got you. No need to be sad.
Beautiful Day, Coach V and Chini.
Thank you so much.
I'm China.
And she's Chini.
I'm Chini.
Oh my
Nice
gosh.
to meet you, everyone.
We're gonna have a tongue twister here today, but of course, thank you so much for coming on, Chini
you.
and Coach V. Always great to have you here. I want to start off by saying that Chini, you are, and you've asked us to, and we had a great conversation right
Yeah.
before we went on air, na aging advocate ka.
Yes.
And when you talk about aging advocate, what does that mean? We're gonna talk about how it relates to
Yeah.
love life later on, Coach V. Pero what does aging advocacy?
It's embracing your age and being unapologetic about it. Like you're owning every year as you age. Because right now, like in the Philippines itself, diba? Once you hit a certain age, like usually yung notion is pag wala ka na sa kalendaryo,
Oo.
matanda ka na, parang laos ka na, hindi ka na uso, dapat magtago ka na. Tapos parang you're not allowed to do certain things, which is not true. And I prove that. You know, I've been doing a lot of things that yung mga tao before hindi nila magawa just because of having that mindset.
Yeah.
And for me, it's literally mindset. You change that narrative and then you become your unapologetic self.
Kasi wala, you're right eh. Kasi aging becomes a bit of a hindrance eh. Like, oh, I'm too old today. Ang tanda na ako.
Exactly.
Masakit ang likod ko kasi 30-something na ako.
Yes,
Mga ganon.
di ba laging merong
Oo.
something, I'm
Tita na.
did something, di ba?
Tita na.
It's that.
And to add, the stigma is grabe. Especially if you're on your 40s and you're finding love.
Ooh, ayun.
Yes.
Ang ganda ng segue na yun, Gina.
Tama.
That is so
At saka yung finding love na, and if you can still give birth.
Yes.
Diba yung mga yan. So, Chini, some say dating in your 40s is harder. While others, claim it more fun than ever. How was your own dating naman pattern evolve through the decades?
During the time when I started dating, yun din yung isip ko, wait, parang mahirap ata makipag-date sa gantong edad. Kasi nga, yun yung sinabi, pag matanda ka na, single mom ka, may anak ka, parang hindi ka papatulan ng mga high value men.
Sabi nila.
'Di ba? Sabi nila. Pero ako sige, let's see. Let's challenge that story. And I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than when I was younger.
There you go.
That's so
Like
interesting.
it's because you're in your more mature mindset. And sa dami na naman ng experiences ko sa buhay, hello, kung di pa ako natuto, di ba?
Oo.
So it became intentional.
So Coach V, we have someone here, single mom,
Yes.
in her 40s, and
Two kids.
2 kids, with questions for you.
Yeah.
So, Jeannie,
A lot of
what do you
questions.
have for Coach V?
Wait, pwede bang may
May kodigo. Okay lang
kasi
yan.
Yes, we
yun naman
can.
marami akong
And
nakakalimutan.
while Chini is pulling that up, let me just say that when you're dating on your 40s, it is such a challenge if you just listen to people. Because tama yung sinasabi na, when you're already on your 30s pa nga lang hindi ka na, you're already off the market. Like, they would always say that high value men will always replace you with the 20s. But my love, here you are, somebody who dated on her 40s, somebody who dated on her 30s, and we found it better than we were dating on our 20s, right?
True.
So these are coming from experience, but we'll see, my love. What are your questions?
So my first question is, what's dating in your 40s really like? Are we more confident or just less tolerant of BS?
Oh.
Based on your client roster,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So our clients actually range here, but most of them are like men. But looking at women, of course, as we age, our standards go up. Why? Sabi nga nila, our brain bumubuo siya at age 25. So when you're already 40, we are nakatambay na tayo sa frontal lobe, which is yung critical thinking natin, decision making. So tama yung sabi niya, we are less likely to deal with games because we are more rational and we want something serious, right? And so with that comes your standard. So it's not really arte-arte lang. It's really we were built to have better filters when we're 40s. So it makes sense for us to have lesser people who passes our standards. But what I'm saying is, when you're dating on your 40s, you have better quality than when you were dating around when you were 20s.
I have to agree with that. So it's really less BS.
Yeah, it's simply because, Coach, and I think China's nodding along because she's taking notes also. Alam ko,
I think this is recorded because I can
Nagre-recorded,
watch it again.
Oh.
But, you know, when you say you're not dealing with BS, I'm just wondering, so it doesn't naman necessarily mean that it has to be more serious and less fun, right?
Coach
Tama
V?
ba?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So you can be on your 40s and say, Coach V, I don't want to marry again, or I don't want to get married. I just want to have fun. So it's really more on when somebody on their 40s is ready for love, they're likely to look at long-term because they don't really have much time to waste, no? So they can both have fun, but when they become serious, that's really something to that's really serious,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a very good that's a very good age to date, I just believe, because when you're on your 40s, you tend to have better standards. So when somebody's texting you once a week, you're not gonna call it love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In other words, hindi ka, ano
Hindi
to,
ka
like-
marupok.
Yes, hindi ka marupok. Less
Yes.
marupok. Minsan, I guess, but less for sure.
Yeah.
If I can also add, we're more transparent. So it's easier communication for us. It's not like you're always holding back to say something or
Yeah.
what you feel like. It's being so transparent when, yun nga, if somebody doesn't want to speak to you and then you literally say, this is not my thing.
Okay.
If you don't want to talk to me, just tell me.
Okay.
So that's the less BS. It's just being honest and choosing yourself before others.
So, I think you have a second question? Or-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, sorry,
Sige,
go ahead.
And as we age, we become less people pleaser.
Yun.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
So
I
just go
get
for the
that. I
real
get
thing.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's is there a difference between dating Filipino men and dating someone from a different culture, especially when
Yun!
it comes to
sorry.
communication, values and emotional
Kalma.
depth? Oo. Feel na feel
Yeah,
nila.
na-feel ni China.
Na-feel ko na inaabangan ni China
Of
yung
course.
magiging sagot.
Yeah, but is there a difference?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a big difference. That's why you'd hear me give different advice to women dating on their 20s and 30s and 40s and above. When you're in your younger years, I feel like you have a higher chance of finding love in the Philippines.
Okay.
But when I work with clients above 40 and I say, well, you are a successful individual, you're a successful woman, if you can afford to travel overseas and meet foreign man kasi wala kang luck in the Philippines, go ahead. Why? Because abroad, the way that we're seeing it, they're more open and tolerant with age. Even people on their 70s, they're still finding love there and wala masyadong stigma. In the Philippines, when you're already beyond your 50s, 60s, and you're single and dating around, what will they call you? They will tell you, oy, mama ka na, focus on being a mom.
Nagmumurang kamatis.
Nagmumurang, what's that?
Nagmumurang kamatis.
Yes. So there is a big difference, my love. I feel like people overseas are more tolerant, but of course the Philippines is changing. We are seeing women like Chini embracing when you were single, embracing singlehood and embracing finding love at any age.
And then also the fact that Chini is a single mom, does it add on the layer?
Oh, parang
of the
bingo
dating
card
scene?
yun eh.
Oo.
Ano kasi siya I think it's really the conditioning here in the Philippines. Because once you get out of that mindset, you have a different picture. And once you meet other people, not from the Philippines, again, it changes because they don't really they don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ang
They
galing
don't
nun.
give a
Yeah.
care.
Thank you for catching yourself kasi TG po yung rating
Yeah,
natin
yeah.
dyan.
I-
You can-
when I
you
was-
see it up there. sa
I'm
upper
very
left.
mindful.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
because she's
Yeah,
a
it's a
mom.
practice.
Thank
Yes,
you. You
yes.
save us money.
Yeah.
Pero Coach V, we talk about that all the time, right? We normally this would be a separate topic, yung pagiging single mom. But now we're talking about a single mom in her 40s looking for love. And what if the advice is, well, you mentioned going overseas, but what if that's not possible because of commitments
Budget
here
constraints.
with your kids, especially?
So I would say for women beyond 40s and 50s, do not look at the number. So if you fall in love with somebody who's a little bit younger than you, I mean, look at the heart, not the age.
How little
Because-
is little?
yeah.
Ano yung gap? Ano yung acceptable gap?
All right, ladies on your 40s, 56s, listen up. All right, my love. They say that the acceptable age gap is +7, -7.
I actually agree with that. Okay, sorry, go ahead. Oo, alam ko yan.
So, but again, I'm gonna go back to what I said. Like, really, love, attraction, it happens with people in different ages. So if you listen to people and say like, oh, don't go for men younger than your age, my love, did you see more and more older women now are falling in love with younger men because now more than ever, women can afford to run their own life. They don't need a man to sustain them financially. So the purpose for finding love is not just for survival. The purpose for finding love is for companionship right now.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter as long as you can talk and they breathe and they love you, that is a good
You know what?
potential partner.
I feel there are a lot of single moms out there or single ladies out there who are now staring at the screen and pointing, tama yan! Oo.
Tignan ko. Gusto
Pwede
ko,
ba bang
guys, mag-comment.
Pahabol
Dami
ng
comment.
question.
Yeah,
Go.
Can I one
Yeah.
more? So, ano to medyo aligned to John. And are we raising our standards or are we raising men to meet us there?
Ooh. Yes. Because what they say, di ba, kapag older woman daw, harder to please. That's the stigma. No? That's why they say, oh, go for younger women. Because when they're younger, oo nga, if you take them to fast food, they're already very happy. But if for example, somebody who has gone through life, seen the world,
For a wellness coach.
yes, you need to work a little bit harder and find like a healthy restaurant, no? So, what I'm gonna share is when it comes to dating on your 40s, it's not really the standards that are going up. It's that your boundaries are becoming clearer and clearer. That you don't wanna deal with the BS.
Yes, all right,
And
guys.
we're not
remember,
raising men anymore at this
Yeah.
point.
Okay,
Yes.
remember
But
guys,
that's
PG
actually
show. Ha?
another different topic. The men at this time, like there are viral videos ongoing na instead na yung lalaki yung nagpupush ng cart, it's the
Bags.
girl. Like parang very, I don't know, parang nagiging weak ba ang
No,
generation? Or-
I think sometimes it might be parang I don't know what term to put it, parang false empowerment. O kaya ng babae, kayo na lang,
Yeah.
right? But of course, when it comes to all of that, there's just so much to dive deep in.
Oh,
that
pang podcast na.
pang podcast to.
Different,
But then, Chini, I hope we, Coach V, answered your questions.
Yes,
and
perfectly.
and that hopefully that you get to work together more soon. Kasi syempre, if you can't go overseas, you can just go to Coach V.
Correct.
Diba?
Yeah,
But she has already found love and she's
yes.
in a happy relationship.
Oh.
Secure,
Wait, I have a
happy
question dahil
relationship.
dyan.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh,
go
wait,
for
we're
it.
running out of time. Mamaya na
younger
lang.
or older, younger
Oh,
or
it's
older?
older. Older. But just the right
Okay.
age for me.
Right there,
All right,
Yes.
perfect. I love that. Okay, for those curious, follow Chini on her social media accounts.
yeah.
Baka makita nyo dun. All right, Coach V, normally we have that, we have a text line for people to reach out
Yes.
for, right? So how can people reach you again? And of course, come on the show if ever. We're still accepting live studio guests, by the way.
Absolutely. So if you want to join us just like Chini did, please do message us at 0927975125. Reach out to Coach V on Instagram or just come by the studio and say, I want to be on Love Hacks.
Okay, ayun. Yeah, just come by the studio. Pero wait lang ha. We need to vet them first, okay?
Just apply.
Yeah, mag-apply muna kayo. All right, so right now, because it's also China's first day here on Beautiful Day, and normally
the
that last
tradition.
question's iconic for Anne, we're going to let her ask that
Go
last
for it,
question
my
for
loves.
Chini.
So, Chini, I was asked this when I was here at first. Chini, what makes your day beautiful?
It's just knowing that I'm alive. I'm seeing my kids. And I'm surrounded by the people who loves me and cares for me.
Oh.
I love that. That's fantastic answer. All right, guys. So that is it for us. Chini, thank you so much for joining
so
us
much,
here.
guys.
We are also counting down the days to Christmas, and we only have 49 beautiful days. Still Christmas. And thank you so much again, Coach V, Chini, and China. Thank you for watching us as well. That's a wrap on our show this Thursday, November 6th. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Remember, keep it cool and take it easy.
I'm China Barachina sitting in for Ann Aziz Carrillo. Have a great day ahead, and always remember to choose joy and spread love, kindness wherever this day takes you. See you again tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. only here on
Beautiful Day!